What's the scoops, everybody? This is Sherms again, making a new video. Sorry I was in hiatus for maybe a week because I've been busy with work, but I do have a part in that came in about a week ago, and it is not what you think. Some of y'all might get mad because it's not a OE part, but I'm gonna do this video and prove that sometimes functionality works better than what we put on our vehicles. So right here I have it in front of you. It is the anti-glare mirrors. I think it's the concave or the wide angle, but there's a company called SUMA Performance. They carry these mirrors because Subaru, they discontinued the JDM version of it, the anti-glare mirrors. So I had to opt for something else, a different brand. So I stumbled upon SUMA Performance, and I read upon what the other people that bought it and the reviews were on these, and a lot of them were very good. They say that these function very well, so I opted for these. And trust me, I went through a lot of websites where I looked for the JDM versions, and a lot of them had been either sold out or discontinued because Subaru discontinued it in Japan, so now it's hard to get. But I found these as better replacements for them. It's about half the cost of it. Alright, so I did take one of them out of the wrapper, and off the bat I already can say that versus the OE one or the stock one, there is already that wide angle. There's no logo on it, so that's good. That's what I wanted, preferably. It has the blue tint, the anti-glare tint, and if you can see right there, there's that hollowness in it because it has a built-in LED light here that there's an arrow right here, per se, like the JDM one. And then these wires are to actually plug into or tap into the OE one. If your STI has the signal on the mirror, if you have the ones with it without it, like the WRX per se, you would have to go through the door card. So all that wiring, you would have to bring it out or take off the door card. It does come with wires with it, and there are taps that you just tap into the OE harness, so should be fairly easy to install. I'll go through it. Oh, and by the way, if you already saw like a glimpse of the spacers that I had on the side here, if you're wondering why I have it off, and from the previous video I installed it, reason that being is because I actually installed rims on my car, and for these spacers, if I was to put the rims and these spacers, damn, it would be sticking out like a mofo. So that's why you see it here. I may get rid of these, I'm not sure yet. Comment if you're interested in it, but I have already some people looking at it, so we'll see. Let's go ahead, go downstairs and install these. Alright guys, so I'm here at the car, looking at the driver's side mirror. I'm gonna show you what to do first. Hopefully I don't break anything, so I'll just go with the process. First of all, we take out the mirror. Hopefully I don't break anything because this is the first time I'm doing this. So basically push the top and then pull the bottom, and it should pop out, and then it'll just easily come out like that. But don't pull it all the way because there's wires attached to it, which is our defrosters, I believe. So we want to go ahead and just pull the wires out carefully, terminals. Whoa. Alright, so those wires were connected. Terminals in the back of the mirror. Take those off, and that's your mirror. Alright, so next I'm gonna have to take out this mirror cap, the top part, but I'm gonna start with the bottom first. Use my pry tool. almost dropped it, so be careful. Kind of feel like you're gonna break the mirror cover, but just gotta be gentle. Just don't break it. Alright, got it out. So, the reason why we took it off is we need to access the harness, but first we need to take off the turn signal here. Alright, so go ahead and remove these two Phillips screws so you can take out the turn signal. Alright, so I had to switch to my phone because I needed something more mobile. So hopefully you can hear me fine. Let's compare it, and right off the bat you can already see how different it is. Well, how different it is. Wide angle, your OE. If you look at the lines on the ceiling, you can definitely tell that it is wide angle. So it'll have that better viewing angle. Of course, the JDM ones, they already have the harnesses for plug and play. This one you would have to tap it in, so it comes with wires. But for this application, I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit shorter because of the excess and tap it with these taps. So according to the instructions, it says black and white positive and black is negative. On the mirrors itself, the wires positive is green and the negative is white. So just get those coloration down and then make the connections. So these would have to connect there. For the LED to work. And the remaining plugs, which is already on the mirrors, which is your defrosters, you would have to just plug those in and then reinstall the mirror. So that's the back side, this is the front side. Alright guys, so at this point I went ahead and took this harness wire and I snuck it out here. It usually comes out from here, but in order for me to do work on the tap-ins on the wires, I brought it out here so it'll make it easier to work with. As soon as I get that done, I'm gonna just tuck it back in there. In the meantime, I put the mirror in slightly. It's not all the way in, but enough where it doesn't fall off, so I can work with it better, I guess. But I'm gonna do the tap-ins right now, and we'll see if it works. Alright guys, so I got my tap ready to go. Got it on the positive and the negative. And just remember, and I can't stress it enough, make sure your coloration is correct, otherwise it might not work properly. I know a lot of, tapping into the wires and stuff, you guys cringe at this kind of stuff, but since this is an aftermarket, I have no choice, but I'll make it work. I went ahead and made the wires a little bit shorter because I didn't want enough or too much slack in the mirror, just in case. I'm gonna move this up a little bit now. Well, let me get this done and I'll get back because this is gonna be a hassle. Alright guys, so this is what I'm working with. So I went ahead and tapped the black white wire into the green on your factory and your black wire into the white negative wire. So this is your factory wire. So green being positive, the white being negative. Make sure you get the coloration correct on your mirror. Make sure you follow the instructions, otherwise it might not work. There was issues where I had to actually press these a little bit more because the gauge on the wires are kind of different. So there you go. I'm gonna reinstall all of this and then we'll do a test run on it and see if it works. Alright guys, so I do have the mirror in. I plugged in the signal, but I haven't put the mirrors back. So I'm gonna do a test run and hopefully it works. So cross your fingers. By the way, I think you saw that. Go to their IG page, Subi High. Go get your caps right now. I think there's a couple left. A whole lot of them has been sold out already. So go ahead, check it out. Go hit up Mark and see what they got. As you can see, it works. Oh, but you're thinking it's non-sequential. Yeah, with aftermarket ones like this, it's not the sequential version. We know that the JDM one is, but it does function well, and you can see a lot more in the mirror. And the LED sticker, and there goes the plane flying over. As I was saying, as you can see, it still works. The LED is pretty bright if you ask me. So for the half of the cost, not bad. So I'm gonna go do the passenger side while this other jet flies over. Alright guys, so I'm here in my STI and I did put it in the passenger side. As you can see, it's installed along with the driver's side. So let's go ahead and turn these on and see if they work in sync. Alright, so as you can see, it's not working. The LEDs are working brightly. Of course, it's not non-sequential because it's the non-JDM version, but it's functional. Along with the passenger side. Now, note on the passenger side, I had to reverse the wires. I'm not sure if it was installed in reverse, but it took me a while to figure it out, but it did work afterwards. So always check before you install everything back together. So pro tip, yes, always check to make sure the LEDs are working even if it's in reverse order. So yeah, so it's working both sides. Looks good. It has the wide angle. Here's the anti-glare blue tint. Looks great to me. Half the price for it. Check out SUMA Performance, y'all. Alright, so the moment of truth of the video. Of course, I promised you, I will now do a wheel review on my STI. Here we go. Alright everyone, there you have it. That was the install video for the wide angle mirrors from SUMA Performance and my wheel review. I will make another video explaining why I chose those wheels, so stay tuned. Don't forget to check out Subi High on their Instagram as the merch are being updated. As you know, face masks are in, caps are in, so get yours. These guys are going out fast, so make sure you make an order for it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I know we're going through difficult times at the moment, but go ahead, show some love, spread the aloha, take care of one another. I will see you later. Peace and aloha.